Oh, we're live. Awesome. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Rob Balasabas here. I am joined with a few of my good friends here. We're just going to hang out with you guys for a little bit, catch up, talk about some industry news, and answer some questions. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. But guys, why don't you guys introduce yourselves, who you are, where you're at, and what you do? I don't know. Anything else you want to share? So we'll go clockwise as I see it. So Dr. Elo, you go first.
All right. Good thing you said Dr. Elo first because I didn't know where it was. All right. So Efren Lopez, Dr. Elo. I help businesses and individuals get more comfortable with live streaming. I have a YouTube channel, and I also work for David Foster over at the Creators Guild. We have a community that's all type of trainings is free. So get you any type of content creator, podcasting, video, or live streaming. We have free training to get you in there, and we get a 7-day challenge to get you started. So that's me in a nutshell.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for being here, man. Kev, you're up.
Hey, I'm Kevin Colby. I'm a video coach, content creator. Hey, that's my channel. That's kind of surreal, isn't it?
3K, baby.
3,000.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I just recently hit 3,000. In fact, I'll hop off. I've got a 11 o'clock live stream to do a little celebration. But I'm a video coach, content creator, run my own business, help people just get into and do more with video. It's been very, very good to me. Dad, 3 kids, living in North Carolina, and just loving every minute.
Nice. Awesome.
And I have good hair.
Hey, I'm driving to North Carolina today.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'll watch out for you. Get gas before you get here.
Oh, man. Yeah. Awesome. Kev, thanks, man. Dan from the UK.
Hello. Yes, it's not morning for me. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, my name's Dan Holloway. I'm a business coach and a mentor, helping mainly creative entrepreneurs, because they're the ones I like working with, because they're awesome crowds, to start, grow, and scale their businesses. So yeah, father of 2, husband to a very understanding wife, cake addict, and I just got stabbed in my arm. So if I'm looking a little bit flushed and not in my studio, that's why.
That's why. All right. You look fine. You look good. Strick, welcome.
Thanks, Rob. I feel really special, Rob, right now, because once we started the stream, guess what? On my phone, I got a notification that Rob Balasabas was live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So not only did I subscribe, but I hit the bell for notifications.
Thank you.
You know, so I know what. Listen,
people say that. Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't.
I know what you're doing, Rob.
Oh man, on top of it. No, I appreciate
pause
it.
for 30 days still. Can you? Because that's still.
Appreciate it.
No problem. So I'm one of the co-hosts of the Stream Show, along with Brant Collins, and our job is to help streamers succeed. So whether that's through your equipment or mindset, we try to do that. And at the same time, I'm a content creator just like you. Nice. So I am learning and getting new equipment and teaching myself and following the lead of people like Rob and Dan and Dr. Elo and Kevin, just like everybody else. So thank you for the invite, Rob. This is going to be fun today.
Yeah. No, this is awesome. I'm excited. There might be a couple other people that drop in, but I wanted to just catch up with you guys. Also, just kind of catch up with everybody in the channel. The channel has grown. It continues to grow, which is awesome. That's the beauty of YouTube, isn't it? So, so I wanted to kind of catch up, get to know some of the new subscribers and people here in the community. But let's jump in. I've got a few topics, some of the news around the industry. I'd love to kind of get your guys' thoughts, being in the middle of things and right into it. So let me pull up this first article or this first post that kind of came up. The latest, I don't know where everyone, this is very polarizing, guys. Like this whole topic is very polarizing. Let me find this one right here. This is the one.
Are we talking about 5G and bats?
Yeah, exactly. Close. Clubhouse. Yes, Clubhouse. Clubhouse is on Android. What do you guys think? Are you guys still on Clubhouse? I know some of you gave it a try. We got Kevin shaking his head. What do you guys say? How do you guys feel about this?
How much can we swear? Can we swear on the stream? To be fair, I actually downloaded it myself on my phone because I'm an Android guy. So I downloaded it. I haven't been on Clubhouse for a while. Played around with it. basically found way too many egos on there, and it just wasn't really my jam. So I haven't actually been on there for ages. But it came on my phone. I was like, do you know what? Wonder if Android's kind of like bring in a new crowd. So I installed it, and within about 5 minutes, I started turning off notifications because my phone just started going insane. I was like, no, I'm done.
Oh, you're done.
Thanks.
You're done.
I'm out.
Yeah, I deleted it off my phone. I didn't. So here's how fickle I am, though. I'm like Dan. After a while, if it had just been like cool conversations, but I just felt like, and I'm a marketer, I just felt like the marketers started ruining it.
Yeah.
For me. And I agree. Oh my word, the notifications is like stop. So I moved it to my second screen, which is usually the screen of death, then the third one. Then I forgot I had it. So I didn't delete the account. I mean, I deleted the app, but I kept the account. But
yeah,
I personally think it's going to get crushed by whatever Facebook rolls out.
I think the last time I went there, it was with Strict. It was a long time ago. Yeah, after the show, the streams after the show.
I got you.
After the stream.
So I did it to you. I did it to you. I made you stop.
Straight up.
It was my Clubhouse that made Dr. Elo stop going to Clubhouse, man. I apologize, sir.
No, yours was the interesting one.
I'm so tired of it.
I couldn't handle anymore, man.
Too much.
Did I just see Paddy show up?
Yes.
When did that happen? Who invited him?
Speaking of marketers, we've got I don't know. Best segue I could find, man. Paddy McGill, welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome. Let's give Paddy some anxiety and make him full screen. Hey, Paddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome. Who are you? Who are you, Paddy? What do you do? And welcome. Where are you at right now?
I feel like I'm on the set of Blind Date now. For anyone that's
I do love the
So I'm Paddy McGill. I'm from Essex. My age, I was 25 and now I'm 37. And so I'm the affiliate and partnerships manager for Restream, and a pleasure to be here. Love being here on camera and live streaming. So I'm just wondering who's behind the screen. Who's my date for this evening?
Your date. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Dan, it's a pleasure. I'm ready to know.
I could say she's got 4 legs. She's a little bit hairy.
Patty, I've been both of those ages before you mentioned. I'm just throwing that out there. So.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Well, Patty, good to. That looks like a green screen, but that is actually your house. Actually,
no, this is Actually, this
you look
is
like
my in-laws' basement suite. We just got. So long story short, a lot of people don't know, but I became a father and bought a place pretty much within like the same week. So it's been pretty crazy, just like trying to get all that sorted. So
congrats.
That's why
man.
I haven't really got like the fancy pants studio that everyone else has. But I mean, I could do a virtual virtual camera type of thing, but which are quite fun.
Patty,
actually.
I think the real question is though, do you have pants on?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Oh no! So Rob, either game viewers or long term.
And copyright strike 1.
Right.
That's right. It's only your channel, Rob. It's fine. We don't care.
I know. Who cares, right? Who cares? This is not your channel.
You got 2
Increase
more.
magnification by 100.
But I have got a question for Paddy though. How is parenthood suiting you so far, and are you regretting it?
No, not yet. It's been wild. Like my son was born 8, 9, 10 weeks early. But he's doing really well. So I'm actually not had the pleasure of like just having him at home and holding him all the time. But like everything now, my phone, everything now is just covered with like baby photos. Anywhere I can like have a digital image of my son somewhere, it's there. So I finally get why people get their phone and just go, look at my kid.
Right.
I just like doing this all the time.
You're that guy now, man. You're that guy.
Yeah, I get why Rob does it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly.
You're never going to have another wallpaper on any device that's not your children until the day you die.
kids.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you got some time. You don't start regretting it till they get to be teenagers. Then you start rethinking it.
Really? I'm not there yet. Does it get worse?
That's what everyone tells me.
I've got a 23-year-old and about to be a 20-year-old and a 12-year-old. So
wow, man.
Goodness me. Wow.
My oldest is 5, and I've never slept for the past like 4 years.
Yeah, I think the last time I slept was before I first was born. That was it.
Wow.
So it's 23 years I'm going without sleep. But look, I look good.
One day,
you do.
right?
Yeah,
One day.
Like
One
day
day.
over 26.
One day. Hey, we got some of the guys here from the UK. So here's the latest news. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know.
I think they're
What is it?
I think they're pretty cool people.
It's about
If
time.
you-
They launched a channel,
didn't know that.
the Duke and Duchess. So
good
first
news.
video, you know, somewhat, I don't know, viral. I don't know, 3.3.
Oh my God.
You know, after that, kind of started going down. So I don't know what's going on here, but yeah.
They
Well, Rob,
explain
evidently
people,
they need
don't they?
TubeBuddy because they
Yeah.
just have not optimized those videos at all.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Yeah,
share
they
your
need to work on
affiliate
their
link with them.
thumbnails.
I'm like, official should be uppercase. No, I'm just
Yep.
Yeah, there's no call to action.
25 seconds should have been a shorts. I don't know. Just a thought, just throwing it out there.
No captions.
Vertical video. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got captions though. Yeah, it's great.
Not on the other side.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Awesome. No, I'm just joking here, but this is cool. It's cool to see. It's actually like really interesting to see a lot of celebrities. This is happening a lot in the Philippines right now. A lot of celebrities are actually gravitating to YouTube. Big thing there is like they're equivalent to like NBC or I don't know, like the big like media network sort of shut down last year. So they're all kind of forced to like figure out what they're doing. So they all started YouTube channels and they're all blew up, but yeah, and very interesting.
Wow.
They
Is
get to
that not-
control
Hey,
the platform.
Rob, does that not validate some of the things that we're doing or some of the things that we would tell people to do when it comes to your content, or even in their case, being able to control their own narrative? Like, you know, who cares what the media says? Listen, go to my YouTube channel. You get to scoop yourself. You see me say exactly what is going on at this time. I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean,
what do
if
you
you're
guys
talking
think
about
about
the royal
that?
family, if you look at it and you know it, I mean, Paddy knows what I'm about to say. I mean, even though they're figureheads and they're kind of putting a YouTube channel out there, they're not putting the content out there themselves. Like there's them some sort of like centuries old PR firm.
Yeah.
You think we're thinking about TubeBuddy?
Oh,
and
geez,
everything, they're
could
still
you
trying to
upload a
get out
video
print
for
media.
me?
Like they're old school.
Ding, ding.
So yeah, I don't
that
expect
real?
anything like major.
Patty, don't look now, but there's a wild animal behind you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I know.
Oh,
Probably
yeah,
a
looking out
fox.
for
It's
you.
about to hunt it down.
Do they really say Jeeves? No, that's a joke, right?
No, Jeeves is like
It's like
the
Buddy,
old TV.
The
There's a
butler.
TV show.
the
isn't
butler.
there?
Yeah. Oh, Jeeves.
Yeah.
Ask
That's
Jeeves.
awesome.
The modern
Ask
Ask
Jeeves.
Jeeves. And Ask Jeeves. Yeah.
AskJeeves.com.
Whatever happened to them?
I do think it's funny though how our media here, maybe it's more entertainment media, they report on it like YouTube has just become this thing. Like, well, they're it's like, have you guys even like gone to YouTube and seen some of the people on there and some of the channels? I mean, it's like, holy cow. I mean, Matthew McConaughey now has a channel, and his first video is a hoot. It's all right.
So I was listening
That's a really
to
good impression. That is a very good impression.
Thank you very
That's
much.
actually
That's the only
really
one I can do.
I was listening to a video that Roberto Blake put out, and he was just trying to go down some of the comments that people make about YouTube and making YouTube videos. And one of the things that he said really struck me. We always say this: control your content. What if YouTube goes down? And his point to what if YouTube goes down, the internet would have gone down because YouTube is our partner with Google.
Yeah,
That's true.
Think about that. Like if
Good
something
point.
happens to YouTube, something would have really have happened to Google, and we got more problems than YouTube going down.
Yeah.
So
I think
true.
I
if
thought that was
fire
really
signal.
cool.
Bing, we're screwed.
Smoke signals. That's what.
Right.
So-
right.
Yeah. I just saw that this morning. It was kind of a sneak peek into the upcoming some changes in the YouTube studio. That I don't know if you guys saw this, but you're going to be able to upload from the cloud, as they called it. But if you've got now your video stored on Google Drive, you can upload eventually straight from there to
Yeah,
YouTube.
that
pretty
makes
sweet.
sense. That's
Interesting.
crazy.
I think Thinkific had something like that, if I remember rightly, like a long time ago. You could connect your cloud drive and then just go like almost like server to server, which is
Directly.
really, really quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Well, I
bloody
need to
videos.
take my sexy videos out of there quick.
Right. You might want to remove them.
Auto sync. No.
See, I noticed something actually.
What are the closed captions on those, Dr. Eli? I'm just
Oh, they're in Spanish, brother. They're in Spanish.
oh, it's
Hola.
hola. Yeah.
There's
Sorry, Dan,
something
you're
I saw
saying.
in the I did a live stream with Making Sang
Yeah.
yesterday, and I hadn't seen it before, but there's a setting now in the video to allow other creators to like snip and repurpose into shorts segments of the video. I hadn't seen that before.
Clips.
Yeah, the thing I thought interesting though was there's a segment in the documentation saying about claiming of copyright and monetization for the clips if you were the original creator. I was like, huh, interesting. So, I mean, if you look at like how the creators could actually monetize that, if you can create a bit of content that's just so viral, people don't care about monetization on mass media rather than just creators themselves, that creator could easily make an absolute killing without actually doing anything, which I
just saw
thought
it
was very
yesterday.
interesting.
Like a little scissor. It says
Yeah.
clip. Weird as hell. I didn't do anything with it. Obviously, I don't know what to do with it. So, but yeah,
I thought that would be interesting for a lot of people.
Well,
I
that's
wonder who's
definitely the
gonna-
way to go.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, who's going to claim all those like TikTok videos that keep getting uploaded? Who uploads the first TikTok video from someone else?
Well,
Do they get all the money?
That's not going to get messy at all, is it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about this because it's kind of related to one of the things I wanted to ask you guys. So, what is your who is anybody here into NFTs? Like, what's the thoughts on this? Are you guys involved in anything? Are you guys kind of investing in any of NFTs yourselves? How's that looking? Because that is kind of it, right? Like, this is one new sort of shiny object. I don't know if it's a shiny object. It might stick around for a long time. Who knows? But I'm not super well versed. We're actually going to have a couple guys. This is sort of related to work, but so Ben manages personality rights, right? It's like they manage, Martin Luther King's like personality rights, like Einstein, and so NFT is a big, NFT is going to be a big thing. Like, So. Yeah, well, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think about NFTs? Is it
plain old real estate? That's what I do.
Plain old real estate. Yeah.
So this is really what we just talked about, Rob, goes into an NFT because it's the same concept. If you're the original content creator in the conversation we were just having and someone clips your video and use it in their video, you should be able to still have those contents and that right. So basically with an NFT, if you create content on certain platforms that people can actually get, the NFT is built on a blockchain. You still have creative rights. People could sell, use, and if they sell it or use it in any way, you still get a monetary value back from them using it or buying it or selling it. And I think that for musicians, right now it's big with people that are artists, painting artists, but I think it's going to be the way that musicians, they're going to forego. Independent artists are really going to make a killing doing this, using NFT to get their music out.
So like beats, like you can create beats,
or
use.
if I don't, so this is the same thing that the musician Prince was big on. Like right now, if you're a signed artist to a label, you're really a slave to them based on how they're going to invest in you and put you out there. Now you have the ability with NFTs being built on the blockchain. You have a way to account for every piece of music you put out there. So instead of saying, hey, I want to go platinum, really a small artist can say, hey, I have one song that I'm going to sell 1,000 copies of to make a value, because now 1 million people can have it. Only 1,000 people can have this particular song. I'm going to sell it for $50 a piece. You make whatever money you want to. That person now can say, I have this one of, 1,000 versions of this song. And it's the same thing that we do with expensive cars. Well, it was only
paintings as well. Yeah.
Paintings and all those kind of things. So NFT is going to allow that to happen. The scarcity of the item or the tracking from the monetary accounting of who gets the rights and who gets paid for it, that's going to change the whole game.
Interesting.
There's a thing that in the music industry they have the master copies of all
exactly.
all the
so
music.
This is having the masters and then the accounting of how that masters get. Because if you are artists and you're a major label, I don't care what anybody tells you, none of them know where the money really goes, because then they're relying on the record label to tell you where your money is. And
right.
I'm sorry.
Plus, they own you as well. So
they own you as well, right?
Yeah. So. Isn't Taylor Swift re-recording all of her old songs in sort of like with a fresh twist type of thing on top? If I'm not mistaken,
because someone else owns her masters in their eyes right now.
Yeah,
interesting.
You see, I've been saying for a long time is that, I mean, people look at blockchain as crypto, but if you actually understand that blockchain is the underlying technology, blockchain as a technology is an incredibly powerful thing.
It is,
like massively. I mean, I was mentoring there's 14 different Italian startups a couple of weeks ago, and one of them is actually an art auditing business, for like the physical pieces of art, and they're actually going out to like the Christie's, the Sotheby's, like real kind of like big, well-known auction houses. And their take on it, using blockchain, NFTs, similar sort of implementation, is that even through the established art community, something like 50-something%, I think they said, of so-called valid, authentic pieces of art are actually forgeries.
Wow.
And like it's a massive industry. Wow. And their take on it was, well, if we implement a blockchain style authentication process where you tag the original and it's all completely blockchain with the authenticity documents and everything, then instead of trying to fight forgeries, the entire forgery network worldwide, instead just avoid it entirely by saying that if you want the original, it has to have this blockchain tracked history, and if it doesn't, automatically assume that it's fake. And it's a real distinct twist, but it's massive implementation.
So what are some things that creators can do, like in our world, in our space? Like, what are some things that creators here can do? Like, I don't know, like lower thirds, like simple, basic lower thirds. Sorry, Paddy, go ahead, man.
I was going to say, sorry, rude for me to interrupt. I just get out. It's at the top of my head, otherwise I'll forget. And I forgot. No, it's online courses, right? So if you're protection of like your like if you're creating an online course or membership program, like being able to see that like who is signing up, and also the making it limited, like Strick was saying. So there's only going to be 50 of these courses, like legit only 50 of these courses, because how many limited seats can you run on digital course? Like as many as you can handle, basically. But obviously with something like an NFT, you could in theory limit it and say like this, because it's completely on the blockchain transparency.
Makes sense.
I saw a great video that Colin and Samir did not too long ago, and I'll be honest, I wasn't that versed on NFTs, and they weren't either. That's what I loved about it, that they were even a little leery of it, and they had a couple of experts talking, and they were talking at some point though with this one expert, and he was talking about how then you can create this community. So like if you own something now, you get like special access into it. So maybe going to Paddy's point is like, you're not limited, but it can become like I really want now into this, so I've got to buy this. And it's like, wow, I hadn't thought about that. But I think for creatives, it's still unknown how cool and big this can be. But I think I agree, the musicians, I think artists, that paint and draw, I think can just make a killing on this.
Yeah.
I think they've shown us the way. This blockchain technology, the thing of it is, I was at home for Mother's Day with my family, and I was trying to explain to them, from cryptocurrency to all the new innovations that's going on, to NBA Top Shot, with the moments, so many things that are going on right now. And if you're not a early adopter, you can miss out. So once something gets to be popular, once, you know, 1 billion people are NBA Top Shot, guess what? Those coins or those moments are not as worth as much as the person that started in the beginning. So my sons got in on the first wave of that, and they have Series 1 cards, and they made a couple of $1,000s already. I get in, and you know, just like crypto, and there's a value for everything. Where the value is down right now, so you're kind of getting and holding and trying to buy and position yourself to when the market goes back up. But because they were early adopters, guess what? They've already made money on the platform.
Blank owners. Boom.
Right. So what you want to do is, if there's an NFT, and if you're a creator, that's your question, Rob. Like, how can creators do this? You know, why not put your course creation on an NFT site and then start marketing? Hey guys, you can go to this, and like Paddy said, just make it a scarcity. You only say, hey, I'm doing this. This is going to be, you know, just 100 seats. Once 100 people grabs this, it's over with. You know, it's done, and we'll do the next thing. Is so people that do T-shirts, they do the same thing. They do what they call a short run. So basically, I'm only going to do 100 of these T-shirts. They're going to be a higher price than normal because they are a short run, a limited edition shirt. And we use the concept from a marketing standpoint that we learned with everything else we've done. Guess what? You're new to the platform. People are now going to your site for your NFT. So you decide, there's several sites for NFTs out there. You decide which one to go with. And then next thing you know, you get to be the person everybody talks to about how you did that and what NFT you're going with, what site you're using, and how it worked for you, how much money you made. So then as a content creator, guess what? You have other pieces of content of how you did what you did. And this cycle just keeps going.
It just feeds itself.
Man. Feed the beast. Feed the beast.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. No, I like it. I think it's a big topic, NFT. I think it's a big opportunity as well. Right now, I think we're all just trying to figure it out. But Strick, I got to message you. I think it sounds like you know what you're doing in this space. So
I appreciate that. I don't know what I'm doing, but
it's gonna bring you
sounded pretty legit, man.
Sounded pretty good though.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, next thing I want to talk about a little bit. There's a lot of I think all of us here are streamers. So how do we feel about this latest update? YouTube is beta testing subscriber only chat mode for live streams. So I saw some things that there's like these kind of, updates and articles always catch my attention because I'm always very much about like creators need to get paid, creators need to build a business behind the scenes and build revenue streams. So I think Twitter is doing something similar. TikTok is doing something similar. YouTube is also launched a fund for YouTube Shorts creators. So this is another one. I think these platforms understand that, to attract creators, they need to find ways to get them paid. So YouTube is beta testing this. You guys have any thoughts as far as is this something that's going to be useful for your own content? Are you doing something similar? Anything like that? Because I know you guys all live stream.
I have an alternative point of view, if that helps.
Of course.
The strategist in me.
Of course.
Looks at this. And I mean, if you look at what Facebook's doing at the moment with iOS 14, they're basically pretty much disabling pixels or pixel tracking on websites. So a lot of them, they talk about privacy. Google's doing a similar thing. They're going to be removing the ability to track conversions through ads, citing privacy. Personally, my own personal opinion of it is, if Google prevents Facebook from being able to track content, then all that does is just pushes creators to find an alternative way to monetize their content. And if that is building their community on YouTube, then they're basically just taking that money away from Facebook's ads and sticking it into a YouTube community. Facebook are doing a similar thing, taking money away from Google creators and YouTube creators and advertisers and sticking it into their own community. So I think all of these platforms, all they're doing is, yes, privacy is an important thing. Yes, it's a core topic, but at the same time, they are positioning themselves for what I think is going to be like the next big kind of run for these big platforms, which is the one that builds the biggest, most engaged, most easily monetizable community platform is going to be the winner. And I think we're seeing the first steps to that now. And I don't think it's about, building better communities, supporting the community builders themselves. I think it's about who's going to make the most money in the long run. And that's what they're doing. There you go. Strategism in me. Might drop down.
That's a fair point. And that makes sense. Like they're trying to consolidate. Well, like each network is trying to consolidate their position.
Yeah.
The position now. Yeah.
Well, look at Apple. I mean, Apple in iOS 14, they're removing the ability for Facebook to track ads. If you look at the Apple App Store, at the moment, there's loads of games out there that are monetized through ads in game, which now can't be monetized because you can't track conversions. So you then have to have in-app monetization. So Apple's making this change, citing privacy. But what's really happening is that the people who are monetizing via ads within their apps right now then have to switch to in-app monetization, of which Apple get a 20% kickback from.
Right.
So they're not doing it altruistically, like at all. That's
the whole thing with Fortnite, like Fortnite and Apple, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I know very well. Yeah.
So let me ask this question, if you don't mind, guys.
What's up, Brent?
Definitely big shouts out to the co-host of the stream show, Brent Collins.
Sure.
Thanks for coming through. This chat only. So this means that if for a live stream, only subscribers to your channel are able to chat with you live.
Yes.
So So that's the idea of this. And let me be honest with you. I was on the other night with a very popular YouTuber, and his chat.
I told you not to share that I was on your show.
I know it, right? And I was watching a YouTube, so a live from somebody, and this guy's got 200,000 subscribers, 23,000 people on the live at one time, and as a subscriber, if someone wanted to chat because the chat was going crazy, they had to subscribe. That helps the creator, and hopefully, unlike most of us, like if you go live or something, all your subscribers should be notified, or the ones that hit the bell. It's just going to help I think it'll help the creator build community better, because if you want to talk to that person, you got to subscribe. And it's just another way to communicate or get that person's buy-in. Now, if you don't have buy-in and they're just passing by and they see you and they're not interested in what you're talking about, guess what?
Kick rocks.
It's not for you. My content is not for you. But if they're engaged, at least they can take one more step, hit the subscription button, and then chat to me or talk to us in the live. I think it could be a really cool idea.
And if they want to have a voice, definitely subscribe. And there's some people who I've seen myself in the same position. Like I want to put some information in that chat as well and corroborate some information as well. So, but I can't. So guess what? Subscribe. Now I can talk.
So if you have a live stream, what's the next step after people subscribe and they want to communicate with you? Super chat. Memberships. It's all steps. Just take one more step. Send me a super chat. The guy was like, hey, I got 23,000 people on and only got 1,000 likes. Hit the like button while you're here. All those things you're able to say while you're live. And I think it's really cool. It could be a cool option for the creator. I've decided just to go live streaming on YouTube right now, to try that out, to build my YouTube community up. And, that's a struggle. You got to go backwards to go forward sometimes. And this can help the YouTube creator.
Do you think it's going to impact
Go ahead.
I was just going to say whether you think that strictly that's going to impact the SEO juice that you've been building up so far. Because I was talking to someone yesterday. I was actually on someone's live show yesterday, being interviewed, and they've actually set up a different channel just for interviews, because they started doing interviews on their main channel, and they focus on ClickUp, the productivity app.
Yep.
And they started doing live shows on that channel, and their SEO juice for ClickUp based content absolutely tanked. So they set up a different channel to do the live streams on, because that was what was basically taking away their SEO. So I wonder what your feelings are on that one, or whether you care or not.
Well, right now I'm still building. So, and you have to make a decision. I am really all over the place. The only thing consistent on my channel is that you get me. You know,
Hey, that's enough, man. Sometimes
so-
that's
That's
enough.
always
all they
enough.
need.
I take
So
that every
it's-
And
day.
you're a good-looking man too, Strick.
I
So that's
appreciate that. Thank you so very
love
much.
the
So
voice.
I'm hoping, thanks again. I'm hoping that the personality over time is what is personality-based channel. So guess what? It's going to be a little slower for me to get traction. So, you know, easy. I'm giving good content for people. It may be all over the place, but it's something every time I go on, it's something that's benefiting the person that's watching. And I'm hoping down the road that people will be able to then research what I'm doing, because it's not just event based. So there's information that's being talked about that they could use. And hopefully, if I do it the right way, if I'm using TubeBuddy the right way, you know, it will be archived well enough for people to get the information. So it's not, you know, I'm not going to wake up one day and have 1 billion subscribers, but I do feel like by next year it will be double what it is now. And I'm hoping that the ball would start rolling over time.
And to be, even if you look at someone like Pat Flynn, I mean, he does live streams all the time, obviously. You know, he's got what, 100,000, 200,000, something like that. The amount of content he puts out there and the amount of popularity he has, by rights, he should have more subscribers, but he doesn't care because the subscribers he does have, they show up live like every day, like clockwork. I think he's a really good example.
Using Pat as an example, you know, he just spun off a channel not too long ago with a guy, some of us know, Dan Norton is helping him just on Pokemon cards, because I think he realized that that doesn't fit that channel. But I think Dan also just brings up something though too that I've heard other creators say, and there's a part of me that respects that, and that may be why, you know, my videos are all over too, is that there's a point where it's like I care about the value, but at the same time, you know, I can't control whether people subscribe or not. I can ask them to, I can beg them to, I can put the stuff out there, but if I just keep showing up and still testing stuff too, I mean, you know, it's you know, I play the game of like, well, I'll start another channel for this, and I'll start another channel for this, and I'll start another channel for this, and you know, I haven't hit full stride on my channel yet, and I don't know. I just, you know, I thought the whole pay to subscribe thing, one, I thought there was a little mixed message, because YouTube will tell you, you know, subscribers aren't the most important thing. It's this, this, and this, but now here's a way to really build subscribers. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I get far more views from non-subscribers. So I could see that way of, hey, you know, I want to have this conversation, so subscribe and I'll kind of let you in. But I also don't like the idea that it's this, you know, almost like this gated community to talk to me. You've got to do this. You know, I'd rather you buy my my NFT.
But, you know, because these are good questions.
I just love the interaction. So I don't know. I see it both ways.
I mean, we've got different types of creators, right? You know, we've got the, you know, the search-based creators who are, you know, all about, you know, kind of keywords targeting and you know, optimizations. You then got, yeah, kind of creators who are bringing audiences in from other social platforms that they've got communities on. Like you know, either way, yeah, exactly. You know, so both of those are monetized well and obviously liked by Google because they can serve ads to anyone who comes to the platform. But when it comes to the different types of creators, do you think that the whole kind of concept of 1,000 true fans, do you think that applies to both of them in equal measure, or do you think one breeds fans better than the other?
Like one platform over another?
One method, yeah. So whether it's search, do you think search will breed 1,000 true fans more deeply connected, or do you think, you know, a regular stream that you kind of build and bring in from externally will build those 1,000 true fans more deeply?
That's a good question,
I can speak for me. I subscribe.
That's deep.
I subscribe to people that I want to support their channel. You know, I mean, I subscribed to Rob a long time ago just because I like Rob and love his vibe and everything like that. And, you know, so when he's changed direction or do different things, I just like Rob. And then there's other channels that I subscribe to because I like things they're doing, you know, like, you know, just different creators. You know, I love Peter McKinnon, but I also don't watch everything he watches. So, I mean, I subscribe for completely different reason. I rarely ever subscribe just to learn a few things and then unsubscribe. There's got to be something there. I like the person, I like the vibe, or I just want to support them.
Right.
But that's me.
Strictly
That's
like he's thinking.
interesting.
Yeah, no, I think that was a great question. Go ahead, Rob.
No, I was gonna say. So you're thinking, what's the difference? Is it better to build a fan, sort of a following from YouTube search versus bringing people in from outside of YouTube
Yeah,
to
what brings
your
a deeper
content?
connection. Yeah.
What's a deeper connection, man?
I think
it
that.
by the partners. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Ben.
No, you go ahead, please.
I think that, to be honest with you, Dan, it's kind of like you need so many different roads or rivers into where you're going to be, and not just one road into your community. Like the more roads people can get to you, the better. So I don't think it's either this or that. I think it's 5 different things that you do to get people to come in your community. Otherwise, there could be a bottleneck. I always say the bottleneck into my community is always me, because I'm the one that's slowing everything up. But if you have more than 2 or 3 different ways into get to your community, I think it's better.
Yeah, it's a little harder to do the external thing. External traffic is harder to target, right? Like if you post, unless you have it's like an email list that people are interested in your content or your live streams, or dedicated Facebook group specifically for the content, the topics that you're talking about. So it's a little harder to build it with external traffic. I mean, search is also, depending on your content, like we have a family vlog, and so search is not the way to build that channel, right? Search is not the way to build a vlog, because people are not searching for weekly vlog, or so unless you're doing challenges or other things like that where you're trying to ride a trend. But I think the content that we all create for work, that's easily, like, search should be one of the main ways, because it's like we're answering questions, right? So even if it's a live stream. But yeah, the deep question, Dan.
Very
too early, man. You're too early.
It's afternoon.
Too early, and it's a Friday, so we're like shutting down. But that's a really deep question. Hey guys, let's quickly pause. We got a new challenger. I don't know if you guys used to play those games. Hold on, we got Ash Borland. Man, we got a lot of UK guys today. Hey Ash, what's going on,
hey
man?
Guys, you're right.
That's good.
Why don't you say hello, a little bit about who you are and what you do? We're kind of halfway through, but you're joining in. It's all good.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I was on a call with a client.
No worries.
Hi guys, I'm Ash. I'm a personal brand coach. I help coaches, consultants, freelancers clarify the marketing message, establish themselves as a thought leader. Really, I run a podcast which is called Personal Branding Secrets, and I literally was talking to Rob. I just interviewed Rob for the show. Podcast does really well. I'm trying to move on to YouTube now, so I have no idea how it works, and so
that's cool.
TubeBuddy is the place.
Yes, sir. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, we hung out. Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. You're we got a couple guys from the UK. Well, Dan's there right now, and Paddy has left and fled. But you're in Cambridge, right? Is that right? Cambridge?
Yeah, down in Cambridge. Yeah, from London originally. Been to London, but yeah, no, now in the nice old Cambridge.
Beautiful place.
It's really interesting.
Place I went to back when I was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about moving to Cambridge. So my wife and I were looking for places to live just outside of St Ives in Hampshire.
Oh, really?
So we're looking at moving from London, like West London, to Cambridgeshire. So really weird that you're from Cambridge.
It's lovely. I literally, my wife's in St Ives right now. So funny story. That's kind of crazy.
Small world.
Wow.
On a Canadian's YouTube channel, and I'm looking to moving to be your neighbor.
That's right. Awesome. Well, Ash, good to have you here, man. I know your content is all about personal branding, and so you fit right into this crew here. So, we were just kind of jamming on different questions and industry news and stuff. We got a question here from our friend Brent Collins. How many of you are putting money behind yourself for ads and promotions? I'll go first. We don't. I mean, TubeBuddy, yes, but my content, no. We don't. I don't do any ads or any promo like that. All my own personal content is organic. Yeah. You too, Dr. Yellow. Yeah. How about you guys?
Yeah, all organic.
Not a dime.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it.
I have been dabbling in ads. I've just been, it's one of those things. I'm a strategist kind of guy, aren't I? So I always have to play around with different things. But I actually just replied in the comments because I've been dabbling in like mass personal brand awareness strategies. Because a lot of the business I'm moving into, because I'm kind of going through the growth stage, I want to go into the scaling stage. And that's a lot more cold traffic than I've been having at the moment. So brand awareness strategies rather than direct conversion strategies, I've been dabbling in those. And it's all,
So where are you doing the ads? Which platforms?
Mainly Facebook.
And Facebook.
So Facebook, newsfeed, and stories. Yeah. So I mean, the strategy is there is instead of doing like direct targeting to an audience, it's more putting like value pieces of content, like educational content, not with conversion in mind, but putting it so you set the strategies, the campaigns, with the strategy being that no one person sees more than one ad of yours in every 24-hour period. But at some point, everyone in that target will see an ad of you at least once a day. So it gets you in that back of mind constantly. And when you're selling higher ticket kind of content and strategies and platforms like I do, it's good to be top of mind, right?
Yeah. So are you driving them to your page or
just
like
showing
a
content
page on your site? Content?
Yeah, just almost like boosted posts, but not. Very authentic. Doesn't even look like an ad, but it is an ad kind of thing. I have been playing with that a little bit. But very early days. I literally passed a few weeks.
Oh, that's a good idea. That I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah,
from a brand awareness point of view, definitely. I don't do it from a paid point of view, from like a selling point of view, but I think from a brand awareness strategy, you're targeting people outside of your network. That's the nice thing about it. You could get people into your network in a very passive way.
I mean, if you want to go a step further, if someone engages on that piece of content, like gives a like, gives it a comment, whatever, then they immediately can go into the retargeting campaigns. So it gets really deep when you go into that well. But I'm doing it purely from, like I said, brand awareness leading into monetization, if it makes sense to. But I mean, whether that will work, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just dabbling.
I like that.
Yeah.
I would just like to be able to advertise to my own community, like the people that are following me. I mean, you know how Facebook works. Only a small percentage of your people are seeing your post. So if I can get the people that have already said, hey, we want to follow this guy, to see some of the content, especially now that I'm moving my live streams from Facebook and YouTube to just YouTube to grow that channel, I need the brand awareness, and I need the people to know that I'm moving. And to get that traction, I may need to throw some money Facebook's way.
I've been literally doing, I've actually stopped all the ads at the moment. I was doing it last week. It was $2 a day. Then we're literally like real lowballing it. $2 a day was getting between 800 to 1,500 impressions daily on any one specific type of content. And I was just, they just see one ad at a time. So for really like less than 50 to $100 a month, I'm getting like 20, 30,000 impressions of just like people seeing my face, my bald head and the shininess. And that's all I'm interested in.
Hey, that's great. That's great right there. You giving them something that they need.
But I'm seeing a lot of ads now, and just like brand awareness ads on stories type content. So like Instagram stories. I think TikTok is launching the ability for people to run ads on their some of their content
strategy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like, I'm like, what is this? It's sponsored, but it looks like just a regular post. They're just trying to it's like a boost so that they can, their stories can be seen and things like that. But yeah, I'm like, there's no call to action. I'm like, what do they want me to buy? There's nothing. It's just like, they just want to be seen. Right. So, yeah.
I mean, I saw it from Elise Dharma. I kept seeing her show up in my feed all the time. And I'm like, who is this woman? Like, where did she come from? But she pops up in my feed like constantly. Very passive, doesn't sell, isn't pushy. And I'm like, who are you? But now when I think Instagram, her name pops into my head all the time because I see her like every damn day.
You're like, she must be really good. She's always at the top of the feed.
It's the exact same. And I was like, how does she do that? Like, what's she doing to my brain? I was like, oh, she shows up every day. I recognize her. It's that constant impression thing.
She's very popular on later.com. She's created some
right.
great content on there, actually. At least she's done some really good stuff.
Yeah, that's really sharp. Really
Okay.
sharp.
They have a good anything around Instagram later is like for me like one of the best places to go and learn about it for sure. Really, really good.
Gotcha.
Question: ads. Ash, do you guys do any dynamic ads? I know that's a thing with podcasts, and no, nothing like that. No. Okay, gotcha.
Stay well clear.
Yeah. I think it's not really. Yeah, it's not my kind of. I try to avoid ads as much as possible, only because it's not what I would advise clients to do, but it is what I advise myself to do, because you've got to practice what you preach. And if you're trying to be a personal brand coach and teach people to get organic, people come to you as a magnet, and then they go, then how many business coaches, like, or brand coaches do we know who go, yeah, I'm doing really well. It's like, yeah, because you're just chucking hundreds of dollars on a day on an ad. So I try to avoid all of it, but then I do work with people who do use it. But so I really don't know much about ads. I think I'd probably do a lot better to my bank balance if I did, but I don't.
No, people ask us about YouTube ads all the time. Like, hey, does TubeBuddy do YouTube ad? I'm like, no, we don't. Like, first, we're not an agency. We're software, so we have to have that conversation. But like, no, we don't do YouTube ads. So wondering, anybody have thoughts on YouTube ads? Doesn't seem like you guys have run any YouTube ads. I don't think. It doesn't look like. Okay, cool.
But what if TubeBuddy did do YouTube ads?
They wouldn't need rock.
I think guys would make a killing.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Like if
the Duchess and her husband's YouTube channel would do a lot better.
Which
I'm just throwing it out there.
Right.
They would see the ad. Rob would make a little coin.
Actually, here's another question for you.
Exactly.
I saw someone. They put an ad specifically targeted to, I can't remember what creative it was, but they did an ad specifically for another creator's content. And the ad kind of opened with, "Hi, you're about to watch a video by whoever, great creator, blah, 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 blah." All it was just like, "I hope you really enjoy it. If you'd like to, talk about any of the points, mentioned in the video, reach out to me." And I'm thinking,
Thunder Stealer, isn't it?
Interesting. It's like that. It's like the guy who hangs around next to the goal, hoping that someone's going to just miss, and just tap it in and then get the winning goal.
Hey, you're about to watch Dan Holloway's video here. Once you're done, come by and check out my channel. Is it like that? Oh man,
that's interesting. A bit disingenuous.
That's cold.
Weird.
I'm not sure what that strategy would be.
That would be interesting. Are you? Yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah, you could target channels for your ads. That's interesting. There's a couple comments. Let's go check into the comments, guys. So Brand Collins says he advises ads all the time. FB ads are cheap and very effective. Would love to hear Brent kind of where you're sending people and what your strategy is there. Our friend Vaughn Sanders Ministry says I'd love to know more about Facebook ads. How to make them more effective. That's awesome.
Understanding your offer. That's basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So if your offer is not on target and you don't think people are a verified, decent reason to actually click the ad and do the thing, then your ad's going to tank.
Yeah.
It just comes down to the offer.
Comes down to the offer. Cool. No, if you guys have any questions around ads or anything like that, let us know in the chat. But I want to transition a little bit. Checking on time here. We got about 5-10 minutes left, and I know our friend Kevin has to go off to do a celebration stream very soon.
Yeah, I've got to go do my hair for my live stream.
Well, why don't you go first? Because the last thing I want to talk about a little bit is you got to hear. I want to talk really quickly about editing. We were talking about editing before we went live. I know Kevin, you love editing.
Love it.
I used to really like editing, and then now I don't.
You became a YouTuber.
And then I actually started editing, and I'm like, no, I can't do this all day. So Kev, you go first. What's your thoughts on editing? How you do it yourself? So
yeah, I do it myself. I mean, I was in TV for a long time. I was a creative director for a long time, and then promotion. And so I've been editing for a long time, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I love to be able to take, the footage or not enough footage, or find out how to craft the story in there, or change direction in the middle of it. It's like, ooh, I thought this would work, and I didn't think that would work. It's the thing. It's the part of creating I've always enjoyed the most, and probably the one thing that's hard for me to let go. because I feel like I'm good at it. There's people far better, but I feel like I'm good at it and I love it. But yeah, I mean, I started editing on tape. I mean, not literally like cutting tape, but like 3/4 inch tape, you know, and it was a mess. And then I remember editing on an Avid for the first time, non-linear. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't have to edit in order. And then, you know, I've done a Adobe and now a Final Cut, but it's just, I love it. Absolutely, positively get a rush. Just get a rush on it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know Kevin has to run, guys. So
I gotta go.
Feel free to run, but I'm going to say, hey guys, go check out Kevin right after this. He's doing a live stream, celebrate 3,000 subscribers.
3K.
So 3K. So yeah, the link is in the chat. Go check out Kev's live stream right after this. Go hang out with him. Kev, thanks so much, man. I know you got to run. So
thanks for having me on there. See you guys.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Mate.
Later. Anybody else have thoughts on editing? Do you guys do your own edits? Do you guys outsource it? Yeah,
I use Windows Movie Maker. Like a few times.
Doesn't even make that anymore.
And then, yeah, I just type it into my computer. When Rob and I would do our webinars at Thinkific, there would always be times sometimes where we would need to, like, quickly. I would need to, certainly for me, edit a few things out, and I honestly really am like the ultimate like noob. So I would just type Windows Movie Maker because that's the only thing I can remember, and it would just be enough just to figure out how to like clip the end off and then save it on my like Intel i3 processor, and I'd be like,
the worst.
I've got to get this effing email out. We're gonna get this effing replay out on the email in 1 hour's time. And I'm sad. I'm just the bars like
Paddy's like the. But now you're like the man of least resistance. Every time you get a message from Paddy, it's like a Loom video now. He doesn't even type anymore, you know? So just like, hey, what's up, Rob? It's me, Paddy.
Community.
Hey, how you doing? And I just record a Loom video. I'm good. What about
no more
you?
typing. Oh, man. Ash, how about you, man? You edit. Podcast editing is a whole different game. But
yeah, no, I edit for YouTube. I love editing. So like, I absolutely love editing. The problem with podcasting, you know, that, as you say, it's a whole different ballgame. And I'm actually a visual person. I should have done YouTube way earlier, to be fair. I love it. I could spend hours doing it. The problem is I could spend too long doing that and not doing any actual billable hour work, you know? So I do love it. But I can go the other end where like, I just love all of the gadgets and gizmos flying around. So I can end up putting so much B-roll, so much overlays that it probably looks a bit nasty. But no, I do like it. But I don't actually like editing podcasts, as in like the audio, because it's just. I know that I listen to quite a few people who do it, but it to me it I don't know, like it can just be a bit too much. You know, like
what do you use for editing? What do you use for editing?
At the moment, I use Adobe. Okay. I do love most of my editing that I do as well. I do a lot of it on my mobile as well. So with that, I'm using things like Video Leap. So I kind of swap between the two depending on if I'm doing like shorts or if I'm doing desktop. But Adobe's the best one for me, anyway, for the functionality. I mean, as a basic person, you know,
I just do Audacity. Audacity, basic noise removal, bit of EQ, save, done.
Oh yeah, Audacity's great. But Audacity's got to be like 15 years old now, though. It's got to be going for years.
Audacity.
It's brilliant. It's great. I used to mix my music when I used to be a street dancer when I was a kid. We're a little break dance, and I used to mix it on Audacity. That just shows how
old school.
Wow.
I mean, I can't quite mention my favorite here because obviously we're streaming on Restream and we've got a Restream crew in the house. So I can't really say where I started doing my video content and how I've been creating it recently.
That's how I create mine as well, though, Dan. So I think I'm probably might be on the same boat.
Because I'm like very lazy and I got it from Rob. Rob was my inspiration. So it's his fault, not mine. But yeah, I've started using that company that shall not be named.
Voldemort. All right. So you use Voldemort. Nice. All right.
Yes.
I would say though, that's changing the game. I'm with you on that, Dan, because that has changed. These like Restream and things like that has made making content so much easier.
Clip that for me, Rob.
Hey Ash, I don't know if you know, but Paddy here is the Mr. Restream actually, like officially.
Yeah, I'm the partnerships guy. So
oh mate, see?
So if you want to come join, join us.
I missed you on.
Join us.
Oh, Absumo.
Join the dark side.
That's funny.
While we're live, I've got a question for Paddy then. Right.
Go for it.
I got a lifetime deal from AppSumo for Restream a while back, a few years ago, and they keep on putting that really annoying thing of like sign up to Restream at the bottom of my streams whenever I use it, and I'm too tight to pay for it because I pay for the other one.
He's gotta do it live, you know, like he had to save this special live.
So can you take that thing off of my account? Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll send you our subscription link.
Right.
Cheers, man. Because then I'd use your service.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a month free as long as you sign up. But there is some so like a quick plug, there are some amazing features that are coming up for podcasting collaborations you should definitely check out. So I literally can't say anything else because like Anya and the team will probably fire me, and then I'll.
It's just the six.
I'll just be a guy on your show constantly. I'll just be like.
So I may have to turn away from the light side to the dark side. Then is that what you're telling me?
I think it is.
Tell us.
I'll have a look. Once my annual membership goes down, I'll have a look.
It's just the 6 of us, Paddy. You can tell us what's coming up, man. Plus the 5,000 subscribers and a few other people.
And my 52. Don't forget my 52. I only started my channel.
I think the AppSumo thing, though, is one of those things. Like as someone that works in SaaS, like they're always those deals. Like anyway, they never are as evergreen as. Like talking as a SaaS marketer, like they can never be as evergreen because the features will always update. It's the same with Thinkific. Like they changed their pricing like a long time ago, and they were trying to figure out how can we charge more? How can we get like make more money from what we already have because we have an unlimited platform. So how can you actually like charge more for that? And it was like, well, we have to make new features. But to get new features now, we're going to add like I think they called it, was it the growth plan, wasn't it, Rob? If I remember rightly, growth plan. So you have to add that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You have
no
to
comment.
Add that on. No comment. You have to add that on. And then if you want those features, then you eventually have to upgrade onto these like new plans that they put together. So it's just one of those things. But AppSumo is a really great, for anyone that hasn't ever used AppSumo, it's an amazing way to generate sales like as a big glut in one go.
Business.
I highly recommend it. Yeah,
it's great as an affiliate. I tell you what, I make a lot of money off affiliate. AppSumo, their affiliate plan is brilliant, and some of the best software I use from AppSumo. I missed you guys the Restream one by like I had a client who was like, I've got this thing Restream. I was like, and do you know what it was? It was so stupid. I was watching live streaming pros, and it was that, and I was watching Gloria do it, and she was talking about it, and I was like, oh no, that was what it was. I was like,
but it does put the annoying thing at the end of your streams. I'm just saying.
So they have the market corner because now I go on to AppSumo and I search because you never know. So you're buying apps now that you may or may not use just so you can get the lifetime deal because you don't know if it's something that it's a great business.
I'm sat on about $2,000 worth of software that I've never used because I'm like, what if I need it one day? And then I get it and I'm like, oh. Yeah, I have no actual purpose for buying it. Damn it!
I have so much like that.
Or they send you the message, you know, you need to go ahead and use your license to actually get this app because you bought it because you just thought I could use it and never even use the license you got. So I got to do that today. I got one app I need to activate.
Don't stress purchase. Shiny objects.
I think Hey Summit was the best one I got. Like for AppSumo deal, the best one I ever done. I think was Hey Summit. I think Ben and those guys done an amazing job of that platform.
I got that. Never used it.
No.
I've got.
You guys are hilarious.
What was it? Yeah, the app. What was the one that I found? The Big View one where you did that quite well. Big View mobile. They did that
like
for
you can talk on the phone.
Yeah. I mean, I actually did, you know, I'm probably on live now, I shouldn't say, but I had to set up a new account because I was already paying them on mine. Then my client went, do you know there's a lifetime deal? I was like, what? I'll set a new Google account up. Give me a second. and then sell them all, you know, use an affiliate after that.
We won't tell them.
Good video.
The 5,000 subscribers will keep it to themselves.
Yeah. No one knows who I am. I said I've got like 2 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, come on.
I'm not doing it on a podcast.
Well, guys, this is good. I want to respect all your time. I asked you guys for an hour. We're over like a couple minutes, so this has been really awesome. I think I want to do this more often. So I might just DM you guys next couple of weeks too.
Anytime, man.
This has been really fun, guys. Where can people find you? Make sure that we do that. I'll put all your links in the description and stuff. But where can people find you? We'll go counterclockwise this time. So Dan, you go first.
Well, given that I've only got 52 subscribers on my channel and it literally is a few weeks old, then please go there and love me and show me support and help me as a creator struggling to make an impact in the world. That would be epic.
Awesome, Dad. Thanks, man. All right, lifetime Restream deals. Where can they get those, Paddy?
Right.
Good. No, go to just go to restream.com and feel free to connect to me. I'm on LinkedIn, linkedin.in/partnerpreneur.
Nice, awesome. We'll find that. Ash, you know what I learned here, that there is like I can tell the different types of UK accents. Very interesting. Ash has the coolest one, guys. So sorry.
Oh, thanks, mate.
There you go.
I
That's
could use
lovely.
I was away for 5 years, so I've
I'm
changed.
trying not to be
sophisticated.
offended over here.
Don't be worried, guys. Mine's sophisticated. That's all it is. You know, low voice. I don't have a clue what it is as well. It's a mixture of north and south. Yeah. My name's Ash. Obviously, if you want to learn more about me, then check out my podcast, which is Personal Branding Secrets. Or you could look at my like 302 subscribers or whatever. But I'd probably go to the podcast instead.
Awesome. We'll link to that. And DJ Strick.
Yeah, check out the stream show on YouTube. So myself and Brant Collins, we have streamers. So it's really simple. YouTube, the stream show, or the streamshow.live. You can go to the website, get all the details.
Beautiful. And of course, Dr. Elo.
Hey, what's going on? So askdrelo.com. All my information is in there. I have a YouTube channel, which is Dr. Elo, and that's basically it. You go there, you have all the information you need.
Beautiful. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. You guys all connect with each other. Thank you guys.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, man, my pleasure. Yeah. We'll see you guys soon. You guys know me. You guys are on the channel. And anywhere TwoBuddy is, you guys at TwoBuddy. You guys can find me there as well. But
use my affiliate link in the description.
Yeah. Awesome.
Deal.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you all in the next video. Take
Thanks
care.
all.
All right, guys.